So if you look at the setup, one of the things we're looking to understand is the context. So who's the person, what's their role, and what's going on in the big wide world that's causing them to buy. Another technique we need to understand is to look at contrast. Now, contrast is what Bob teaches us creates meaning. And what does he mean by that? Well, if I'm asking somebody to describe stuff, people aren't very good at telling you what it is. However, they are very good at telling you what it's not. So often somebody might give me a quick example of something going on in their organization, like in this case, Calvin is about to grow, and I don't know how big growth is. Like, what does growth mean? Is he suddenly going to become a unicorn, or is he just adding one more employee? So you can use contrast to say, is it more like this, or is it more like that? And by pulling these two things apart, you force him to look at the choices and say, oh no, it's more like this, or maybe it's somewhere in the middle. So have a listen to Calvin and the example below, and then listen to some of the other examples of how you can use different contrasts to get people to open up and share more about what's going on in their world.
In terms of when, it's around around that year, and then in terms of what jobs, really like all aspects, operations, CS, sales, and even in operations, we had the warehouse side, we had the logistics delivery side.
Okay.
And also had some project managers who were kind of hybrid roles, sales and operations. As marketing as well, and also tech. So really, just like every department
is
exactly.
And how fast are we doing this? Like, are you trying to get 100 people in 3 months, or are you like, is it 10 people in a month, or what?
So I was trying to get at least 10 people within that quarter. Obviously, the faster the better, but I knew that it would take time. So I do remember posting at least 10 posting on that platform, and then that's why those guys reached out to me, those founders, and said, hey, what's going on? Why the sudden surge? Because previously I had used that platform maybe for like 1 or 2 odd job postings, but then a sudden surge of 10, obviously it got flagged in the system.
Here's another example from an IT procurement.
Yeah, it's their own. They bought a company and then they rebranded it as their own, and it's their own version of a real like open AI type of solution.
Okay. And is this a 50-50 split between the turnkey delivery of Copilot and exploring, or is it more 90-10? Like where are we at?
Copilot is probably more of a maybe a. I was gonna say it's bigger, but Copilot is bigger, in some ways, but the effort to implement is smaller. So I'd say maybe effort-wise, it's about a 30%. But as far as a scale, it's affecting every single employee. So you've got 50,000 employees that are going to be on Copilot. Okay. But it's more of a turnkey simplicity. And
here's Eric talking about his growth consultancy procurement.
It's sort of the first part was developing a fact based on the current business, right? And then the second was the growth strategy. But it was phased, but we were pretty sure we're going to do both.
And when we're talking about this, so you said it's sort of interviewing existing customers and sending out surveys. Like, is this a lot of work? Is this like hundreds or thousands of customers, or is this 10 different customers?
No. It was around 500 customers. Do something like this that seems so promising. We should really optimize it, not just do it.
Got it. So this isn't like a Commonwealth Garden 10% kind of project. I could potentially double my business with, it's a big investment, big payoff. So therefore it needs a bit more thought.
Yeah, it wasn't, I don't think anyone thought they could double the business, but it's something that could certainly be it could increase their business by 25-30%, which is significant.
So there you go, a few examples of contrast, and hopefully you can see how by giving 2 different choices, I'm able to get a much better resolution of what is this person really telling me. By using deliberately different brackets, I'm able to see a finer grain of resolution. Is it somewhere in the middle? Is it a bit of both? Or is it closer to one side or another? Or is it something entirely different? So use contrast to drive out the meaning of what your interviewees are saying so that you can get a better resolution about what it is that they're trying to hire this product or service to do. Good luck.